guys, so I thought that today I would do the my first time tag. No, not that first time. Get your mind out of the gutter. I know my mind is always in the gutter, but this is not the right time. Let's get right into the questions because there are 21 of them and I don't want to make you guys sit here forever. The first question is, what is the first YouTube video you ever watched? That was a long time ago. I have been watching YouTube since it started in like 2007, and I remember watching Panacea 81. Do you guys remember who she was? She was like, I think one of the first, maybe the first beauty YouTuber that was out there. She did these eye makeup tutorials. I didn't even really wear makeup yet, but it was just so much fun to watch, and she was like Scottish or something like that. She had this cool accent and she had a whole bunch of dogs that would always be snoring in the background. And I remember she would say, "Hiya everyone," and at the end of her video she would say, "Zoom zoom," and I thought that was the cutest thing. And it's so crazy that that was so long ago, and I think she stopped making videos. She was definitely probably the first person that I watched on YouTube other than like a cat video or something. The second question is, who is the first person that you subscribed to on YouTube? And if it's not her, it was probably like Shane Dawson or Smosh or What the Buck. I loved all of them. I used to watch a lot more like comedy and funny videos on YouTube. I still do. Like, I'm still subscribed to them all, just I don't watch them as much as I do beauty videos and all that stuff. The third question is, do you still talk to your first love? And if you mean like the guy that I dated for, I think it was like a year and a half in high school, we don't really talk. We have each other on like social media like Facebook and Instagram, and like we like each other's pictures, but we don't really talk. We're not on bad terms, we just have no reason to talk. But I would say that my first true love is the guy that I am with right now, and yes, we obviously still talk. Right now we're talking in the form of writing letters because of Army training. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure you check out my Diary of an Army Girlfriend vlogs. I will link them down below for you to check out. But yes, I still talk to my first love. Question number 4 is first kiss. I have 2 kisses I consider like my first kisses, because one kind of was just like not really, but anyway. So my first kiss, I was 12 or 13, and I was dating this kid from my neighborhood, and we literally dated for like 2 weeks, and I was like grounded the entire time, so we didn't really date. But I remember he wanted to say goodbye to me one day after we were already dating for like 4 or 5 days or something, and he leaned in to kiss me, and he had just eaten a tuna sandwich, and it was disgusting because tuna is disgusting and his breath stank. So he like gave me a peck on the lips, and I was like, ah, bye. And I like ran inside because it was so gross. And my second first kiss was also with this guy that I had been dating for maybe like 2 weeks at that point, because we never really saw each other. Like, we saw each other once, and then he asked me out through a text message, and then like the second time we saw each other, he leaned in for a kiss, and at that point I still had never really kissed a boy, but I knew this is not how you do it. You do not go in for a kiss like this. Oh my god, he went in with his mouth open, tongue out, and he had braces, so it was horrifying, and he's like leaning in, and he's like, and I got so scared, I turned my head to the side, and he ended up licking the whole side of my face, and it was gross, so that wasn't even really a kiss. I was fairly innocent, and I had never had a real kiss, but I knew that that is not how it is done. You do not go in tongue first. You gotta like ease your way into having the tongue come out, and that was gross. So I don't even know if that really counts as a first kiss because he ended up just licking the side of my face, but that's a fun story to tell. And now it's out on the internet. I doubt he is, but if he's watching this, I hope he's perfected his technique since then, because that was horrible. Question number 5 is, what was your first alcoholic drink? And I don't remember. It was probably vodka. Like, I don't know. Question number 6 is, what was your first car? I don't have a car yet. I only just recently got my license because I waited a really long time, so now I'm saving up for my first car, and hopefully it'll be an Audi. Hopefully an Audi like R8 GT Spider, but you know, that's a couple $100,000 that I don't have. But how cool would it be to just be like, yeah, my first car was worth over $200,000. Brand new. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Question number 7 is, what was your first job? And my first job that wasn't really for myself, doing my own photography. I was working for a photographer. I was assisting his studio manager, and I just basically did like filing and archiving work. So nothing extraordinary, but yeah, that was my first job. Question number 8 is first pet. This puppy right here. No, don't lay down. Well, I called my dog over, and instead of actually coming over and annoying me like he normally does, he just lay down on the floor. But my dog that you have probably seen barking and sniffing me in previous videos, he is my first pet, and I love him. Unless fish count, because I had so many fish. And I think the first one that I had was one of those Japanese fighting fish, a betta fish. And it was a blue one, and his name was Rainbow. And Rainbow lived a pretty long life. I remember I took his little bowl to our vacation home in the woods, and I think he died there, and we buried him in the woods. Number 9 is your first celebrity crush. I think my first celebrity crush that I can remember is Taylor Lautner. He's just so hot. Like, tall, dark, handsome, super long hair. My boyfriend looked just like him when I met him, and I was like, oh my god, you're like a real life personal Taylor Lautner for me. Oh my god, please be mine. And then he did become mine, and then he shaved all his hair off, and it's okay. I had the memories. 10. First real boyfriend. My first real boyfriend was in high school, and we dated for like a year and a half, and we were the scene kid couple. Everyone knew who we were because we both had like scene kid hair, and we both wore crazy eyeliner and skinny jeans from PacSun. Specifically the women's skinny jeans from PacSun, both of us. Question number 11 is who was the first person to text you today? And it was either my friend Jennifer or my boyfriend's mom. Question number 12 is who was your first grade teacher? And that is like the one teacher that I don't remember. I remember kindergarten, second grade, everything after that. First grade was like the year that I think I moved schools, and I think my teacher was Miss Chan. Number 13 is where was your first sleepover? It was either my best friend since kindergarten or my best friend in 5th grade who lived like a block away from me. So I would just be like, bye mom, I'm gonna go sleep at her house, and like just walk down the block, and I was sleeping down the block, and if I forgot something, be like, oh hold on, I left my laptop at home, and I'd walk home, get my laptop, and walk back. I didn't really do sleepovers as a kid. I wasn't allowed to, and yeah, so it was one of those two girls. I just don't remember which one. Question number 14 is what was the first thing you did this morning? And the first thing I did was charge this camera, bring up my lights, and make myself a cup of coffee so that I could film these videos today. Question number 15 is what was the first concert you went to? I'm pretty sure it was Z100 Zootopia in 2008. And I remember Katy Perry performed, and it was right before she became like super popular, and I remember thinking, wow, her voice sucks. This girl is never gonna make it. I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. 16 is your first broken bone, and knock on wood, I've never broken a bone. 17 is what is the first movie you remember seeing? I have no idea. All that's coming to mind are like Disney movies, like Tarzan and Bambi, but I really have no idea what's the first one I remember seeing. 18 is what is the first sport you were involved in, and I will insert a picture somewhere on the screen of me at 2-3 months old on the ski slopes. My dad put me on the slopes as a little child, and yeah, I've been skiing since before I could walk. I know there's another picture of him like holding my stroller off the edge of the cliff, like, haha, look, she's gonna fall. Isn't this funny? Take a picture. Yeah? No? No one thinks this is funny? No? Okay, well, yeah. Me and my dad are the same person. Question number 19 is what was your first tweet? My first tweet was on September 1st, 2009, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. It says, is looking at steaks with the husband, ... at 2:40 a.m. I think I'm talking about one of my old female friends. I think. I have no idea why we were looking at steak at 2:40 in the morning. Or why we were looking at steak in general. Or why I called her my husband. Question number 20 is what was your first Facebook profile picture? And I'll put mine on the screen here. I remember it was my freshman year of high school, and I was 14, And I remember being so proud that I photoshopped the entire image black and white and then selectively colored my eyeball blue, and I looked like such a baby. I made it through 20 out of 21 questions and my camera died, so I had to go charge it, so now I'm here again for question number 21, which is, what was your first piercing? My first piercing was my first hole in my ears, and I got it when I was 12 or 13 years old, right before my birthday. Because when I was a baby, my mom wanted to get my ears pierced like most people do, but my dad said it's my body and I have to make the decision to poke holes into it, which I suppose is a good way to look at it, and I guess I appreciate the fact that I was given control of my body, but all it did was make me want earrings my whole life. But then I was too chicken because I was afraid, I thought it would hurt a lot, and right before my birthday, when I was 12 or 13, we were in like a shopping center, and my mom said, "You're gonna get your ears pierced or no birthday party." And I know she was lying because I was having the birthday party no matter what, but it pushed me to finally get my ears pierced, and it didn't hurt like I thought it would. And then within the next few years, I just pierced up my whole ears. 3 on this side, 5 on this side. I was gonna get one more in this ear, but I could not handle cartilage healing time and pain, and just, it's the worst. So that's it for the first time tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to know some of your firsts in the comments down below, so you should totally leave me a few of your answers, or all of them. The more answers the better. I love hearing what you guys have to say. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, you totally should, so you hear from my next video, and I'll see you then. Bye guys!